Okie dokie. Thanksgiving has come and went. This is, well, the last tiller I gave to a friend of mine that needed to dig up part of his yard with it. It's been working great, so glad that I was able to do that. And out of that same group of friends, one of the gentlemen gave me this one, which we think is just, gacked up carburetor type thing is the only thing wrong with it. But I don't have any way of knowing that. So following the same process, we're going to go through it, take a looky-loo, see what we find. This is a Montgomery Ward power reverse. I didn't see if I found a model on it. I didn't actually look yet, but that must be it. The old Powercraft. Well, let's see what we got. Well, let's start what? Sorry, camera issues. Let's see what we got. Well, that comes off. Finger tight. You don't need that. Huh? Yeah. Hey, it's actually not completely rotted. I don't know if that's officially ruined or not. It's pretty gack city, but it's not totally turned to powder yet. Anyway, it's a good sign. Oh, God. Alright, what else? It's got the little rubber bing bing that was on the last one. That looks okay. Bonus. What does it look like? Oh, just self-sodded full of oil. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Whoa! Wow! What do you see in there? Yeah, same thing I see. No. I need a flashlight. What do we have here? Well. Not too bad. Can you see in there? Whoop. Yeah. And see, the tube isn't rotted off. That's good. The fuel doesn't even look that particularly putrid. Oh, well, it might make a boring video if nothing broke. But that's okay. You wins a some, you lose a sums. I don't know. Like before, on the other ones like this, I believe there is no way to drain the tank. And now it becomes a game of, do I actually feel like I need to remove this and remove the carb? I don't know. I'm tempted to not do that. But then I don't want to pull my arm out of the socket trying to start it, only to find out that there's carburetor cleaning that needs to happen. Let's try it. Let's not do that first. So off camera just now, I stuck my old face down in there. It doesn't smell putrid either. It smelled like reasonable gas. So that's kind of shocking. Well, what the heck? I guess there's nothing for it except to test compress. God, that would suck if it starts inside the house. We don't want that. Let me. Well, all right. I can see how to kill it at least. Does it have compression? Yes, certainly does. I guess. Let's get a spark tester. See what the spark plug looks like. Come on. Who's got all of my socket wrenches? What size? What do we got? How about 11/16? No. How about 13/16? Well, you know, only the best Chinese products for me. Straight from Harbor Freight. Yes. What do we got? Skidoo doo 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 doo. Boop. Doesn't look bad at all. Yeah. Let's run this through the old spark plug cleaner outerizer and test it. Let's just sneaky snake bypass that test and just see if it has spark. You're supposed to be looking right there. Couldn't see. Did it? This thing doesn't have any other safety lockouts, does it? Surely not. Is it? Well, it's wide open, isn't it? I don't even know if the throttle works. Isn't it? Yeah, I believe it's held wide open, but whatever. Oh. I didn't see anything. Let me get a better connection. I'm not convinced that it's actually touching. Hold on. Oh yeah. So that ain't it. If you want to know how to make that, check the other videos. Spark Tester 9000. Oh yeah. Okie doke. I'm not gonna pull it again, but you can trust me. No sparky of any kind. I got the throttle chooched, so it's, you know, somewhere in the middle-ish position. Oops. Give me this thing. See if you get hold of her. What they do with the knob, nobody knows. Oh God, but I tried it in various positions. I also looked under there. It doesn't matter. There's no wire shut off at the low speed. So who knows about the carburetor, but it certainly does not have any spark. So investigation continues. Okay, I think I knowed from experience it's going to be easier to work on this engine, not connected to the rest of the machine. It's just these 4 bolts down here and the throttle. Take the cover off, get the belts off the pulleys, and then the whole thing should lift over to the workbench where I can spin it around. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to pop the flywheel off to figure out why it's not working, and more than likely the points are just filthy in there, and we get those cleaned up and it'll come back to life, or we'll find something else, but that's next. So I'm not gonna film that, but I'm gonna take the motor off. It's just space bolts and throttle linkage and set it on the workbench. hold on. Get on off of there. Hey, who authorized that thing to be in there with its spring-loaded? It's in my way. I don't like it. What size wrench is that? You're supposed to know. 9/16ths? Huh? Oh, hot damn. Oh. Come on. Oh, there we go. Give it. Give it. Oh, God. Ah, the flapper dapper came off, too. Would you just cooperate? You guys are supposed to remember that was on the back sprocket. That should be it. Oh. What in the... Who's in charge of... What? How? Where? How? What? Really? Seriously? No. Except... Yeah? Hmm? You got any action here? Oh, what in the frick? Well, you get the idea, don't you? Do I really got to take that whole thing off of there? Of course I do. They must have figured out safety stuff by the time they made this tiller. Said, hey, I don't want anybody coming back and saying this belt shot off and hit me in the dingus. So, see you in court, mister. I don't know. That's boring. The only thing holding this thing on there is that one belt, so I'll do that off camera. Move it to the bench. Well, it was only a partial lie. In addition, this cotter pin's got to come out, and the spring has to get lifted off the end of that bolt down there. That's it. Then the whole thing lifts over. Now it's free, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Regroup. Just hold on. Here we go. There she is. Oh, I'm running over the belts, trying to move the machine. That's standard. Dan. It wasn't just a spring. There was a soundy sound. But I know where it came from because I was watching. Let's put it back in there before I totally forget where it went. These probably need to get tested anyways, you know. And that probably needs a lot of looby loving. Pretty sure that's where it went. Get on there, get out. Had my thumb. Yeah, that's how it went. And then, by the way, this Delingus went up in here to keep his belts on for the wussies. Maybe it's not wussies. I don't know if I've ever been whipped by a belt. Probably done, I mean, this kind of belt. Done. We won't lose that. Moving on. What are the facts of the case? Well, somebody's been reefing in here because that didn't get put where the clip is. So somebody's been in here. What else? This thing's seen better days, but can you see what I'm even talking about? Nope. See? We're gonna have to kludge rig that back together with sneaky old zip tie. And a piece of garden hose, probably good enough. Well, there's nothing for it. I still don't know. I don't think I want to take off the fuel tank and carb. It seems like all the bits and pieces are good. The fuel looks clean to me. I didn't see any rust in the tank. I think we're leaving that alone. But I will take apart back side of the carb back here. I don't know if I'm convinced if I won't take that off, but it's a pain in the pickle because there's governor springs and whatnot down there that I just don't know if I want to fool with that. On the other hand, you know how stupid it is to fix part of it, not eliminate some variables, and then fight those multiple variables trying to figure out which one exactly is the problem. It's only 3 screws, 2 bolts, and undoing a linkage. So I guess if a guy wants to be sure, we know the engine has compression. Nothing's rusted out here. You can get these aftermarket ones for cheap from China. It just doesn't have spark. Well, the order of things in my mind do are take the cover off, investigate, see if we can get spark. If we can, with spending $0 to do so, then we can investigate the carburetor and see if it's worth spending 10 or 15 bucks on a new carburetor, or if it can just simply be fixed. I suspect it just needs a cleaning, if anything, honestly. So that's the next step, is proceed with taking this cover off and seeing what we find. Should be 3 bolts is it. I need to get dingus. Man, I got the fireplace going. First very cold night of the season. It is hot down here. I think I started a little too early. What do we got? 7/16. Oh yeah. Only the best gloves for me. Get on, God. Oh my God, that's an extra large. It doesn't feel like it. Okay. Moving on. Man, you know, I never did check the engine for oil, but well, we're not exactly starting it. I ought to let this thing come off. Oh yeah. What have we got here? Well, that's unpleasant. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because I fantasized it was points. If it's the coil, well, we're just pooched. Because you can't fix that. I mean, you might be able to find a short or something, but it ain't looking good, boys. Ain't looking good. Gotta buy coil, I bet you. Bet you. More investigations are in order. Okie doke. Give me this camera. See? Where we at? Come on, camera, help me. It do be having a kill switch, which is this fella up here. But maybe Mr. Wire is shorted out and not to be trusted. Let's just remove that and then see if we get spark. Because the magnet's good, the coil's the right distance out. It was dry. I don't think this was ever out in the weather or there'd be rust in the tank. The guy told me that wasn't. So maybe it was shorted where the disc went through the case. I doubt it. Or maybe the kill switch wire is shorted on the motor somewhere. So let's take that off and see if spark comes back. Wait a minute. Is my ignorance showing? Yeah, I think it is. See that wire? Goes down behind the flywheel. That dirty old thing that looks like a wire. Give me something to poke with. This fella right here. Does it? Where does heme go? Focus. Am I dumb? Does this have points? Wait, my brain. Oh, I heard something inside my brain. Hold on. Wow, okay. I said some dumb stuff because, well, it's been a little while. Guy gets complacent. Yeah, this definitely has points in a condenser. And of course, it has a coil too, which makes the electricity, get the electron pixies built up enough anger to make sparky. Well, I forgot how that all worked for a sec. So, there it is. Points, condenser, coil. We have no way of knowing if that coil is bad, and like I said, it most likely is the points. Everything came apart nice and easy. It's obvious somebody was in here because there was bang marks on these ears where they took off the recoil starting caduceus before I got here. So somebody probably serviced them before or did something. We just don't know who took the socket that I need. Oh my god. Why? Hold on. Oops. Oh, come on. Ah, there's some copper schmoo on there. Somebody put never sees. Can't tell. You don't have to worry about random things that look like stripped off threads and anti-seize. Just ignore it. Ugh, God. What do we have in here? Shiny. Shiny, happy people. Well, they don't look horrific. But let's find out. I'm gonna do the simple lazy man first. Put some sandpaper into its little nostrils and see. First, I want to see how bad do they look under there. Come on, give. Well, not terrible, I guess. Well, first of all, do they actually function? Is there enough meat to grab on here to find out? Yeah, not really. Well, guess I can put this back on. So I got something to reef on. That's gonna come apart and there's gonna be ball bearings everywhere. Any second now. Oh, just let it happen. Just pretend it didn't happen. One, two, three, four, five. That's how many you need. Oh, wait, 6. Get in there. Go in that hole. Get in there. Go sit over there. Meow. Yep, see it. So the cam does make the points chooch. This little piston. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? God, they don't look bad. Let's sand them anyway. See what happens. Well, what a goofy system. So, put it back together. First of all, it's kind of goofy because usually the cam is the other way. This was a negative cam. So, all the ones I've ever seen so far, I mean, I don't have vast experience, but I've been doing this a few years. And anyways, the cam comes around and opens the points. And when that happens, the spark happens. This one's the opposite. It's normally the points were open and it hits a low spot on the cam and poop touches then. Well, who cares? The point is, looky. You see right there? See? Just turning it by hand, it does fire now. Well, I don't know if I can operate it because the tripod's in the way. Maybe if I go like that. Now maybe you can see it. Yeah, see it? Well, maybe it's intermittent because now it was sparking. Now I don't see it anymore. Most peculiar. I think you got at least. Ow! Caught my finger in the thing. Well, anyways, I can't demonstrate it right now. Spin it fast enough, but it was sparking. Well, looky. Can you see here? I'm gonna electrocute myself. Sparky. Hopefully you can, because it's sparky. We're in business. Way up. Everything's chooched. What am I doing? Well, clearly we got spark back. I think it just was dirty points, was it. So I guess I lucked out that my initial assessment was right. I re-cleaned the spark plug. I got pretty good spark, got it, which is good because I don't have any replacements. I don't feel like going to get stored and get one. It'll work. So I'm gonna put everything back together and go ahead and take off the carbs so I can clean it. And you know me, can't stand that. Must paint the muffler. Just can't leave it rusty. Don't judge. We're going for cheap. Actually, yeah. Don't quit on me. That's sketchy. Super duper sketchy. Beautiful. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I think it'll work though. That's the point. Jeez. Come on, then. See what we got. Give. Don't you go falling. Oh. Oh. Both, yeah, both tubes I think are intact. Alright. And the gaskets look pretty good. Elbows are tolerable. Alright, then. Okay. Filter doesn't look too beyond gacked. Yeah, I think we're gonna be in business. Meaning no parts required for purchase. See cracks. If I can manage to not crack it while I'm working on it. Come on. Oh, that was not even tight. Well, that could be a problem. It was sucking air in there. I think somebody sells these, I think there are a Briggs part number for those plastic tubes, and they want like, I don't know, $6 a piece plus shipping for them or something. Ridiculous. You can get the whole aftermarket carburetor for, I don't remember, but it seems like it was 10 or 15 bucks. Well, that's all cute. Now, the question is, where do you Where do you get someplace to tappy it without breaking it? Oh, don't you break. Don't you break. Nope. 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 Okay, I think we got it without breaking it. Well, that doesn't look bad, Atoll. Yep, it's got the little cup and the spring diaphragm. Nothing's particularly corroded. Good. Let's see if the jet will come out now. You don't have to keep track of where things were. You know I'm going to screw that up, first of all. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. There is something wrong with that. Meaning, that's not there. Ah, oh, come on. Can't you just get lucky every once in a while and have the right size wrench? And your greasy mitts. What size is it? A ½ inch? Yeah. Well. Packing felt good, by the way, too, around the sleeve of the screw, so that's probably good. Somebody's been in here. See? Little burrs on the screw. Hope for the best. Oh. Gold star somebody. And I think I see a little, I'm not sure if that's the choke. No, that's not the choke. I don't know what that is. We're all right. Yeah, I mean, it looks clean. And I don't know if you can see it. I can see daylight through that. Yeah. Oh. Well, I can't see what I'm doing with this camera. Did you see it? Oh, you worthless camera, focus. Well, you can see daylight through it. So I think we're good to go. Well, yeah, see little holes up inside there. I think they look pretty good. I'm gonna spray everything out with carb cleaner just for good measure, but I don't see any reason not to put this back together. We already know the tank looked clean. The gasket looks pretty good too. I don't even think I'm gonna bother putting new schmutz on there. I might, because yeah, why do things twice? I might. I put gasket sealer on there just for good measure. In the meantime, paint the muffler black. That's it. It should be ready for testing. If I don't, I have to look at the stuff hanging off the motor shaft and see if it's gonna, if I can operate it loose or if I got to put the whole thing back on the machine. I kind of wanted to start it loose, but we'll see. That's next. Ah, what the heck? The wife ain't home. God. Did that chooch? Is it going? I got earmuffs on, can't tell. Well, well, well. Okie doke. Clean this up. I'm gonna replace the foam. I didn't paint the muffler. That has to happen. But it's a runner, and I don't know. I have no idea what gas is in here. It's just whatever old schmutz was in here before. I may replace that, because if I'm going to bother tuning it, you know, guys got to know what octane's going. How irritating that there's no drain under here. You know, I've seen guys put one in, and I almost want to do it. I've seen guys do it where you drill a hole, you put a, you know, tap a thread hole, and just very lightly put a bolt-in flat washer, ideally maybe even a plastic one, but I've seen it, and it's no problem. We put a wing nut type drain at the lowest part here. At the end of the season, you just unscrew that, out it goes. If they had these things would have lasted a lot longer than they did, but this one's in pretty good shape. So let me get the muffler painted, replace the air cleaner. I guess at this point I might as well put it back on the machine, and then when it's all finished, I'll show you. Or, well, I gotta hook up a throttle linkage and somehow put some kind of a knob on the end of that. So I'll be back in a minute. Let me get things, at least the muffler painted. You don't need to worry about precision. Just put it on there. Just, you know, something like that there. And oh yeah, watch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cut the yeah. It's gonna be okay. Whoop. Oh God, please don't stab through and cut your finger, because that would suck. Give me it. Oh yeah, come on. Come on. Woohoo. That was Michael Jackson impersonation. Not a very good one. Come on. Perfect. Just like the old one. Well, let me see this thing. Get in there. Oh yeah. I forgot how it was. Oh my God. Boy, I thought that was the other way. But then I thought it stabbed into the foam. Oh my God. It's got me baffled. Oh yeah. Let's go like that. Oh my God. Oh my God, my thumbs are hanging out. Wow, I needed a safety net for my stupidity for a sec. That's how it goes. I don't know why you guys wouldn't tell me. Get on in there. Oh yeah. So just shove it in there. And win. I think, right? Let me think here. Does that need a little thin gasket? I didn't think it did. This one hung out over the edge, but I didn't know if that was necessary. Let me think here. No, not enough air is going to suck in there. No, it's fine. It'd be better. It'd be better if that was sealed. Let me see. Nana boo boo. Screw you haters. See, this one doesn't go over the edge, and this is Briggs and Strat part number, so they're not worried about the air that might suck into the seam there. There's no rubber seal here, so if the new one ain't worried about it, guess what? The old one's not either. D for done. See, they don't make stuff like they used to. Look at this. This plate is 1 inch thick. It's not flimsy like so many of the other ones I've worked on. And look at that, slots. Well, why slots? Goes like this, right? Goes like that, right? Well, that's so you have all that extra room to reach the engine bolts. So you put the engine on there, get all 4 bolts started but loose. You just slide that cover in from the front. Genius. Come on, modern engineers take note. Just saying. All right, let me get it together. So I got her back together. There's a little bit of slop, see? But the shaft is pretty dang big. It'll take a long time to wear it out. Thought about taking it off and drill that out and then put a bigger bolt through it, but the direction of motion is one way as it's running usually, so it would take many years to wear that off, or to wear the shaft out, so we're letting that go. But got all the belts back on, tighten the bolts, put the little wires where they're supposed to go to keep the belts from getting off, tighten the engine mounting bolts. Of course, this plate I mentioned was part of that. All the air cleaners back on. The throttle, I don't know if you can see it, but it does function now. See it down there? Going. Whoop. But it needs a knob. I think what I'm going to do is just put a die on that and grab it with the vice grips down here. Hopefully be able to put some threads on it. If I can find a nut that size, then I'll be able to put whatever. I may even go over and just turn a real simple knob on the lathe, but I don't know, one way or the other. All it needs is something you can get your fingers under and pull it up and down. So I think that's it, except for starting it. It's like super cold outside though, so we're gonna call it quits for today. Look at that black muffler, just perfect. But that's it. It should be a runner. I get ready to get out in the frosty air. We'll get a video of it running and tune the carb. So yeah, that's next. Nothing left to do except do it. Just giving it a little more gas and fresh gas. Let's try to put you there so I got room. You can see stuff mostly. Alright then, so in is full throttle. We're going to give it full throttle. We're gonna choke it. Took the kill switch off, see what happens. Leaned it out too much. Oh, didn't take the choke off either, genius. Good Lord. Starting with 1.5 turns out, approximately. Didn't like that. Choke's on. All right. Beautiful. Whoop. Thanks for watching.